Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And today my name is Shafiey and I will be doing my presentation for my project, which is the WebRTC Performance Analysis and Optimization, which is the selected application is Google Meet. Let's proceed with the presentation. So for the first slide is introduction to WebRTC. So WebRTC is Web Real-Time Communication, which is an open source project enabling real-time communication. It is supported by all modern browsers such as Chrome and Firefox, and one of the example use cases is online classes, multiplayer gaming, and also live streaming. Next is the reason why I choose Google Meet for my project. The first one is it is widely used for video conferencing. Next is it uses WebRTC under the hood. Next is supports multiple codecs such as VP8 and H.264. Also built-in adaptive bitrate and congestion control. And lastly, easy to test under real-world conditions. Next is the performance metrics I monitored for this project, which is the latency, jitter, packet loss, and bandwidth usage. This latency is the time for data to travel from the sender to the receiver. Next is jitter, which is variation in packet arrival time. Next is packet loss, percentage of data loss in transmission. And lastly, bandwidth usage, data consumption rate for the audio or video. Next slide is this testing setup, which is devices for the sender, which is I use my laptop, and the receiver is the smartphone, sender and receiver. Network conditions simulated using network throttling, which is Chrome Dev Tools. And for the browser tools is I use Chrome WebRTC intervals, which is to get the stats. And there are three conditions that I use, which is good connection, throttle 3G, and also high latency with packet loss, which is the throttle 3G. Next is the test condition 1, which is the scenario is 4G Wi-Fi with no network throttling, and the observations I got is latency 50 to 100 milliseconds, jitter is less than 10 milliseconds, packet loss is less than 0.1%, also bandwidth 900 to 1200 kilobytes per second, which is in summary for this condition is excellent quality with minimal delay and frame drops. Next is condition 2, which is slow 4G throttle network, which is 250 kilobytes per second. So based from the observations, the latency I got is 200 to 500 milliseconds, jitter 50 to 100 milliseconds, packet loss is increased, which is 10%, and bandwidth is 215 and 265 kilobytes per second, which is a lot more than the 4G Wi-Fi. You can see here 0.1% to 10%. So in summary, it's major quality drop, it's frequent stuttering and pixelation. And for the last condition is 3G Wi-Fi. Based on the observations, we got 300 to 350 milliseconds. The jitter is more than 100 milliseconds, packet loss of 30%, and bandwidth of 150 to 300 kilobytes per second. So in summary, it is moderately degraded quality than the slow 4G. Next is the codec selection, which is VP8 versus H.264. The attempt for me to override Google Chrome's default codec using the following launch flag, which is stated here. But after inspecting the session on WebRTC channels, the codec still used the remain VP8, which is the Google Chrome default codec, and I tried to enforce it to use H.264, but Google Chrome doesn't allow it. So if I try to override it, it will still not be override and still use VP8. So I cannot use, but theoretically, based on my research, this is the codec comparison I got, which is compression efficiency. VP8 is medium, but H.264 is higher, which is better. And VP8 is ideal for general networks, while H.264 is low bandwidth or for mobile. And notes, VP8 is the default codec used in Google Meet, but H.264 is not enforced in Google Meet. Next, optimization techniques tested. So, the adaptation strategies I use is codec tuning, which is VP8 perform well, but we can also consider switching to H.264 for low bandwidth. Next is bitrate adjustment. Enforcing lower bitrate prevents overloading bad networks. Third, congestion control. Google Congestion Control GCC automatically adjusts quality. And lastly, prioritizing audio, which it will ensure calls usability even during video degradation. Next is optimization impact, which is from the optimization lower bitrate cap. The results on 4G or 3G network is reduced jitter, smoother audio. For H.264, which is optional, slightly better compressions. GCC, which is Google Congestion Control logic, prevented total video loss. And we can also optimize by disabling HD by default, which it will really increase the call stability. In conclusion, WebRTC is highly adaptive, capable of maintaining communications under varied conditions, but network quality still has a major impact on user experience. So the key factors affecting performance include 3, which is codec behavior, VP8 in this case, bitrate control, and also congestion control mechanism. Google Meet handles degradation well, but the user experience can still vary between Wi-Fi and mobile networks. So, in summary, Google Meet already has a lot of factors that will help in network, but the user experience will not be as good if their network condition is not good enough. That's all from me. Thank you. Assalamualaikum.